Jack it up. high. Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, hold tight.
Commentary by Stuart Robson. And if this game lives up to its billing, we're in for a riveting occasion. It's Germany up against Portugal.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
Will it happen for them? And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Here's the starting lineup for Germany. Manuel Neuer gets the nod in goal. Niklas Süle starts with Mats Hummels in central defence. Ilkay Gundogan plays with Leon Goretzka in the centre of midfield. And the focal point in attack today, Timo Werner. Well, the referee not too happy with the challenge and blows for a free kick. Here's how it looks for Portugal. Rui da Silva begins between the posts. Joao Cancelo starts with Rafael Guerreiro as fullbacks. And leading the attack today is...
Oh, big chance here, Derek.
And danger still. Well, nothing comes of it.
Well, what a chance that was to take the lead. But you have to give the goalkeeper credit. What a brilliant save that was.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's broken free. Superb save.
Well, he should score, of course, but that's a brilliant save.
And deciding to go short with this one. Can they take advantage? And that'll be the goalkeeper's ball. Doesn't want to lose his cool here. Possession regained by Niklas Süle. Superb. What's he going to do here? Müller. And crossed in the direction of the back post. Müller can do so many things, scoring amongst them. So the match has restarted, 1-0 here. And space to cross it. Palhinha. Jota. Ronaldo. This could square the game. And that's exactly what has transpired. Now, that could be a massive turning point, and momentum is with them. So the ball is rolling again at 1-1. Niklas Süle. In the right place to cut out the pass. And in with a real chance. Now, was that the denial of a clear... Goal-scoring opportunity. And turned onto the woodwork.
Well, the keeper's made a good save, but you just sense a goal is coming soon.
Must take the lead here. Oh, but he's missed it. How on earth is this still level?
Well, I just don't know, Derek. Just a real lack of composure in the end. They should be ahead now.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's left his marker for dead. And the body in the way. Well, a chance here, perhaps, to invigorate their aerial targets. Good-looking cross. Still not clear. Well, able to survive that attacking push. The two teams have switched around and are ready now for the second half. High quality defending. Ronaldo. Well, the perfect tackle, really. And now a throw-in. He has time to play it over. Cristiano Ronaldo. Defensive efficiency personified. Now what can they do from here? Played towards the back post. Well, a top-notch piece of defensive judgment. Not to be advised giving the ball away in that position. Might really be able to trouble them here. Real chance. And a goal! Well, against all the odds, they've hit the front. So back underway at 2-1. Tight contest here. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Chance to play it in. Werner. Could be dangerous. Well, it all counts for naught. Sané. Now Gundogan. Werner. Leon Goretzka. Can he finish? And denied by the keeper. Impressive. Diogo Jota. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Jota. Oh, good defending to stop a decent-looking attack. Well, it's one pass after another. Bad challenge, and now it's up to the referee in terms of what to do next. Oh, magnificent free kick, but the keeper producing a save to match it. Now, how about the short corner? And Ronaldo prepared to fire. Well, it didn't really work the keeper when all was said and done. Outdoing his opponent. Cristiano Ronaldo. Real chance. Oh, a finish of real class. Well, another equaliser. What a topsy-turvy game this has been. Rudiger. And Kimmich. Goretzka. Trying to get onto the front foot with the minutes ticking away. And the keeper will happily collect that one. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Really poor timing, and some will argue that he was asking for a yellow card. Well, he didn't miss by much. Fantastic effort, especially from that sort of range.
Well, it really is a good effort. He's got such good technique. That was a great strike. Well, the fans are making so much noise here. They believe the winner's coming, but it needs a moment of inspiration for one of those players out on the pitch. What a finale we've got.
There could be consequences, given that the yellow card was handed out to him earlier. Renato Sanchez. And a really good diving stop. Well, you just never know about chances near the end. You've got to be opportunistic. Will this corner do it? Splendid defending. Elects to go short. Sanchez. And a good-looking ball. Couldn't grab hold of it. Well, they're going to be very cross with themselves because that was a wasted opportunity. Holding it up, waiting for support to arrive. And that is the whistle for the end of the 90. What's he going to do here? Müller.
When you want to get off that darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, When you want to get off that darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view.
And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting next to me with his tactics charts at the ready is Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. It's Germany, and they take on Belgium.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, pinning the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a really good game here.
Müller. Played into the box. Well, the clearance half-hearted. And I think the threat has been averted. Good visualisation and execution. And brave goalkeeping to deal with the danger.
Well, he had to get that right, didn't he? That's good goalkeeping.
Here's the starting lineup for Germany. Manuel Neuer begins in goal. Matthias Ginter plays with Mats Hummels in central defence. İlkay Gündoğan plays with Leon Goretzka in the centre of midfield. And rather than use a strike partnership, they've gone with just the one player in attack. And Belgium in a position of menace. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. The starting players for Belgium. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Toby Alderweireld plays with Jan Vertonghen at the back. Kevin De Bruyne plays with Yuri Tielemans in the centre of midfield. And Dries Mertens starts alongside Romelu Lukaku. Well, we used to think of Timo Werner as the classic counter-attacking forward, but he's a lot more versatile now. Stuart, what do you expect to see from him?
Well, he's the most creative player on the field. He can run with the ball, he can get himself out of tight situations, he can see a pass, he's very creative with his play. I think he's going to be the outstanding player today.
I think you've got to conclude that was good refereeing. A free kick in the end after initially playing advantage, but it just wasn't there. Intercepting it intelligently. Werner. Now, will the cross work out for them? Oh, and he didn't miss by very much.
Yeah, he adjusted his body so well there. It's a great piece of skill, and it probably deserved a goal.
Now can they make something happen? Tries to lift it, and he succeeds in scraping it off the line. Well read to put an end to that attack. Kai Havertz. Kimmich. An opportunity to forge ahead from this corner situation. And clearing it away. Given away by Belgium. Leon Goretzka. And showing fine vision. And still dangerous. Müller. It's a weighted pass. Well, nothing comes of it in the end because the flag has gone up, Stuart.
Well, he knew where the space was, but he's just been too eager, and that's why he's offside.
And we saw the situation developing. Lukaku. De Bruyne now. Mertens. And this time it's in! Fabulous goal! And just look at the celebrations. That... Werner. And back underway, the ball is moving again, with Belgium looking to build on a largely positive first-half performance. What can they do from here? Havertz. Slipshod passing. Meunier. And options in the centre. Not away completely. Well, they can keep possession of it now. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Müller. And he read it well defensively. And a lot to like about Dries Mertens in the first 45. Stuart, what did you make of him?
Well, Derek, after a slow start where he was tightly marked, he got better and better as the first half went on, and he got his reward with that goal. I'm looking forward to his second half display.
Well, brilliant work to keep that one in play. And taking it away.
Well, as you can see, Belgium haven't enjoyed the majority of possession so far, but when they have had it, they've looked so dangerous, particularly when they press high up the field, win the ball back in those areas, and then counter-attack quickly.
Breaking at pace. Kai Havertz. Kimmich. Well read to ease the pressure. Laid into the box. Well, the keeper wasn't fooled by it at all, in actual fact. And the defender coming out on top against Lukaku. And here's Joshua Kimmich. And nothing positive comes of it, unfortunately. Teammate available. Great defending. And a goal. It was served up on a silver platter for him. So the ball is rolling again at 1-1. Well, on you go, says the referee. Advantage. Promising move from Belgium. Dispossessed there. Tremendous piece of tackling. Kimmich. Well, the perfect tackle, really. And now a throw-in. Thomas Müller. Müller. Gundogan in the centre. And the danger's still on. Now can they counter clinically? And out of play it goes, alas. Now what on earth happened there? Timo Werner. Still pushing for a winner, but really sticking to their task defensively. Kimmich. Goes towards that far post. Well, the clearance half-hearted. And problem solved for now.
Well, the atmosphere is so tense inside this stadium, but can they find that moment of magic to win this game? The crowd certainly think so. Just listen to them.
Well, they might be onto something. Oh, a goal! And is that going to be the one that wins it for them? There's every chance, and the fans are lapping this up. The referee blows for full time. It ends at a victory for the home team. No complaints from the fans here. De Bruyne now.
Cracky. Cracky.
This ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Portugal, and they take on Belgium.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Here's how it looks for Portugal. Rui Patricio is the keeper. Rafael Guerreiro starts with Joao Cancelo in the fullback positions. And leading the line today is Cristiano Ronaldo. The starting players for Belgium. Thibaut Courtois is in goal. Toby Alderweireld plays with Jan Vertonghen at the back. Yuri Tielemans plays alongside Kevin De Bruyne in the centre of midfield. And Dries Mertens starts alongside Romelu Lukaku.
Can he finish it, Derek?
A truly magnificent start. An early goal in the game. Just what they were hoping to produce. And so the ball is moving again. Will there be a quick response from Portugal here? There needs to be. A lot of forward thrust here from Ronaldo. Now what can he do from this excellent position? Bruno Fernandes. Palhinha. And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. Space and time for the cross. Great challenge, he got nothing but ball. Pedro Gonçalves. Mertens. Romelu Lukaku now. Mertens. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Diogo Jota. Renato Sanchez. Tielemans. Lukaku. And given away. This looks interesting. Fine tackle there to prevent the chance. And steered back under a bit of pressure. Ronaldo. Just looking for the right moment for that final pass. Now, far from the ideal pass, you've got to say.
Well, Belgium aren't controlling the possession here, but their speed of attack when they win the ball back has been breathtaking. It's been a really good performance from them so far.
Renato Sanchez. And this is Diogo Jota now. Throw-ins given. Cristiano Ronaldo. Showing a lot of guile there. And nothing positive comes of it, unfortunately. Mertens. And this is Diogo Jota now. And a fine tackle. Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. Now a decent position. So the whistle then. We're up the... So they get the ball rolling once more here, and it's advantage Belgium after the first half. Let's see what the second 45 has in store for us. De Bruyne. Meunier. De Bruyne now. Well, taken away, he won the ball. Good work to regain possession. And fed forwards. It's there for him. Kevin De Bruyne with the goal. Well, a second goal for them here. Well, no stopping him. A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. Ronaldo. Could pull one back here. Vital intervention. Good pressure high up the pitch. Well, he missed the target and then some. Wide it went. Mertens. Meunier. And do they mean business on this occasion? De Bruyne. Gives it a go. No problems for the keeper. Lukaku. It did look on for them, but not to be. It's wholehearted defending, and the concession of a corner here. Bruno Fernandes. And Palhinha with it. Well, the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. And let's give credit to the defending. Mertens. Meunier. Here's De Bruyne. Lukaku! Oh, tremendous goal! Technical excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful to have that in your repertoire. Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Possession one. Bruno Fernandes. The cutback. And a goal to delight the fans. Just what they were hoping for. So the ball is moving again. We've been treated to 4 goals. 3-1 the score. Mertens. And Belgium in a position of menace. And return to Hazard. Just the challenge that was required. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Promising looking ball. Cleared away. Now, how about the short corner? Well, it might still work out for them. And a chance to whip it in here. Ronaldo! Well, a piece of quick thinking by the keeper.
Well, that's great goalkeeping. He read it so well, didn't he?
So the final whistle almost upon us, and this is not exactly what the home fans had in mind when they arrived at the ground today, Stuart.
Well, I think they've been a bit unlucky today. They certainly haven't been 2 goals worse than their opponents, but in key moments they've just been found wanting, particularly defensively.
Ronaldo. Determined defending. And so the referee blows for full time and it goes down.
be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, pinning the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a really good game here.
And slipped through beautifully. Not going to get away with that because it's offside here.
And he shouldn't be offside there. He's gone too early, and that's a waste of a great opportunity.
João Felix. On the ball, João Felix. And a tidy tackle. Here's the starting lineup for Germany. Manuel Neuer stands between the posts. Mats Hummels starts.
Oh, Derek, can he finish it here?
Oh, just wide of the mark. Goal kick.
Well, that never looked like troubling the keeper, did it? But it was worth an effort. A good strike from him.
Sané. Well, he might be onto something. And there it is! The opening goal. The ideal way to start. And Portugal get the game restarted. Disappointed to have conceded. Now can they come up with a quick response? And you need your defender to take charge. Goretzka. Oh, excellent timing stop. Trying to pick out a teammate. Still not clear. Well, that's the end of that for now. It's an obvious offside. Goretzka. It's a perfect challenge. He's beaten his man. He must finish! And a fantastic diving save. Well, opting for the short corner. Not a particularly strong challenge. Oh, really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that's such a good save, isn't it? How did he keep that one out?
Short corner taken. Leroy Sané. Gundogan. On the ball, Rudiger. Plenty of options. Promising looking ball. Well, it didn't happen for them in attack. Brilliant piece of skill. Counter-attacking, very much an option. All hands on deck. Interception to snuff out the danger.
Well, as those stats tell us, Germany have been second best in terms of possession, but their counter-attacking has been really good, particularly in the wide areas. It's been an excellent performance from them so far.
And the referee has given the corner, so maybe scope here for them to add to their lead. Palhinha. A foul it most certainly was. Free kick given. So almost at half-time, and they are making good use of home advantage. Still a bit of work to do, though. Stuart, your thoughts on what you've seen?
Well, they've worked hard and played well to be in front here, but they now need to keep their focus as we approach half-time.
A fine reading of the situation. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. A terrific defending to stop them progressing. Ginter. Sané has it. Goretzka. Gundogan. Müller. Rudiger. And so it is. So underway again, with Portugal looking to find a route back into the game. Possession one. Joao Cancelo. Pulls it back. Terrific block. This could level it. And it is the equaliser. Parity now. And who's to say what's going to happen next? So in business once more on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. Must score. Oh, blocked it. Can they hit on the break? All hands on deck. And a goal! Another one! Two in quick succession. No wonder they're celebrating. So there we have it. 2-1. Rudiger. Süle. Here's Ginter. Niklas Süle. Ginter. And into the last 30 minutes now. Hummels. On to Süle. Müller. And return to Müller. Niklas Süle. And very deftly cut out. The press was on and it worked. Hummels. On to Süle. It's with Mats Hummels. Rudiger. Goretzka has it now. Goretzka. Won it back. 20 minutes remaining. Can he put it away? Absolutely spot on with that challenge.
Well, just listen to the atmosphere in here. The fans doing every bit to try and spur their team on for this equaliser.
Sané. He's gone and found the net! Brilliant piece of finishing! Magnificent goal! And they've really got on the back of that particular challenge. Will the referee let the matter rest there? Free kick awarded then by the referee. Felix. And Palhinha with it. Good use of advantage by the referee. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one.
Well, just listen to this noise. How could you not be inspired by that?
High pressing at its best. A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Leon Goretzka. And a goal at this stage might well turn out to be decisive. But nothing comes of it. Joao Felix. It's with Mats Hummels.
Well, the atmosphere is so tense inside this stadium, but can they find that moment of magic to win this game? The crowd certainly think so. Just listen to them.
And we will have just one additional minute. Well, it looked so promising, but a goal kicked the outcome. There we have it. The 90 minutes are over and nothing to chew. Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company here on the commentary gantry is Stuart Robson. And getting ready for what should be potentially thrilling action here. It's Germany, and they take on Belgium.
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us before kick-off, earn the right to play. If you can win your individual battles, outrun your opponent, eventually you'll get the space to show your ability. I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today.
Here's the starting lineup for Germany. Manuel Neuer begins in goal. Mats Hummels starts alongside Matthias Ginter in central defence. Leon Goretzka plays alongside İlkay Gündoğan in central midfield. And in this tactical setup, they have just the one player in attack. And in the end, he's run out of space. And a double substitution it's going to be. Müller. Far from a good pass. The pressure was on Toby Alderweireld. Lukaku. Good tackle taken away. And Belgium in a position, in with a chance! And he didn't hesitate. Good thing too.
Well, he's so quick off his line. That's great goalkeeping, you have to say.
Well, if the form book has its say, every reason to believe Thomas Müller will make a big impact here, Stuart.
Well, Derek, he's a great all-round player. But
Oh, they could finish here, Stuart! What a vital intervention. And good pressure high up the pitch. Teammate available. And a goal scored by Thomas Müller, the first of the night. And Belgium get us moving again. A quick reply required after the disappointment of conceding. Promising looking ball. Goretzka. Defensive excellence there. Foul there. Free kick awarded. And a poor ball. He's enjoying space. Dries Mertens might fancy this one. And still dangerous. Gundogan. Well, it could be on for him here. Oh, marvellous goalkeeping.
Well, it's a top-class save from a top-class goalkeeper. That's absolutely brilliant.
Playing it in. And no problems whatsoever for the goalkeeper. And room now out on the flank. A chance to whip it in. Mertens. Oh, he's given it away. And that pass could be troublesome. Well, I must say it did look so promising, but the flag is raised. Offside the verdict, Stuart.
Well, he's just too eager there. It's the right run, but he's made it too early.
Excellent defending. Good technique displayed. Sané in the middle. Oh, yes! Dispatching it with aplomb. Wonderful goal. So 2-0 now. Well, he's gone back to give the free kick, the referee here. He tried to play advantage, but it didn't accrue. Gundogan. And nothing positive comes of it, unfortunately. The referee has decided there will be just 1 minute of added time. And a strong tackle. The first half here comes to an... And the ball is rolling again here. Belgium left with a mountain to climb in the second half. Can they respond? Lukaku. Now, will they be able to play it in behind the defence? Well, sadly, they just couldn't keep possession. Goretzka. Promising move from Germany. Müller. Chance for Gundogan. In it goes! The lead just gets bigger. Surely they can't let this slip now. And the action underway once more, with Germany very much on top. Well, that's how to beat your opponent. Oh, that's top-notch goalkeeping, you've got to say. Thomas Müller. It's with Gundogan. Well, just couldn't keep the ball. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Leon Goretzka. Did well to win the ball back. Goretzka. Now Müller. Not troubling the keeper.
Well, those stats tell you everything. They're opening up the opposition at will, and while we've seen some really poor defending, they're attacking...
Oh, Stuart, they could be in here. Couldn't quite hang on. In it goes! At the second time of asking, and the keeper feels hung out to dry. A lopsided contest, 4-0. Foul there, free kick awarded. Tielemans. Well-timed tackle. Well, that's a foul, and it sets up a free kick in a dangerous position. Poor pass. Gosens. Thomas Müller. Gundogan. Oh, lovely ball. Oh, a save right out of the top drawer. Super stop. 20 minutes remaining. Now can they counter clinically? Hazard. Mertens. Lukaku. And still danger here. Oh, that goes down as a wonderful save. But hang on, offside is the decision here. Leon Goretzka. Sané. It's not a bad ball. Well, still an issue here. Werner. Now Müller. Might be able to set up the chance. Corner given. Trying to pick out a teammate. On a corner like that, every goalkeeper's dream, really. And they have possession again. Müller. Lukaku. Won it back. Hazard. Useful ball to the near post. Well, a bit short with the clearance. Crucial intervention just then amid impending danger. Goretzka. Excellent vision. Sané. Not all that convincing defensively. And there goes the final whistle. And the...
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me. Hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move.
And now they get the ball rolling. Here's how it looks for Portugal. Rui Patricio begins in goal. João Cancelo starts with Rafael Guerreiro as fullbacks. Bruno Fernandes plays with Danilo Pereira in midfield. And the focal point in attack today.
Oh, can he finish it, Derek?
Eden Hazard. Lukaku. Hazard. Now Mertens. Well, a crucial intervention inside the box. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's with João Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. It's with Danilo Pereira. Very comfortable when in possession. And now here's Eden Hazard. Mertens. Oh, and a venomous effort, rattling the crossbar.
Well, what a good shot that was. Hit with such power, but it just didn't come down in time.
Bruno Fernandes. Cristiano Ronaldo. And return to Ronaldo. Superbly read and executed. Hazard. And Mertens. Renato Sanchez. An authoritative challenge. Mertens. De Bruyne. Here's Tielemans. Dries Mertens. Taking it forward now, Lukaku. Defensive efficiency personified. Silva. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. And let's give credit to the defending. The referee's letting it go. The tackle completely mistimed, and you would expect a booking under the circumstances. The referee spotted the infringement, and it will be a free kick in a position of genuine menace. And winning it back. Hazard. Now Mertens. Oh, that's a really good run. Body on the line. Oh, great piece of individual skill. Pressing high, and they have the ball again. Hazard. Are they going to forge ahead? And the keeper getting across to stop it. Kevin De Bruyne with the corner. And a goal it is! Lukaku has done it! The opening statement of the night. So the match has restarted, 1-0 here. Can they trouble the opposition this time? Giving the ball to the opposition that time. Well, the outcome is a free kick here. Well, the stoppage time situation, 1 minute here. Tielemans. Mertens. Well-timed tackle. A chance then for the respective manager. Well, the second half underway with Portugal behind. Can they turn this game on its head? Dries Mertens. Tielemans. And Belgium moving the ball with purpose. But nothing comes of it. A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. Well, this man, Romelu Lukaku, a very difficult opponent, and the verdict, Stuart, has to be positive.
Well, Derek, after a slow start where he was tightly marked, he got better and better as the first half went on, and he got his reward with that goal. I'm looking forward to his second half display.
Making excellent progress with the ball at his feet. But they dealt with the threat posed. Eden Hazard. On the ball, Torgan Hazard. Chance to play it in. And a struggle to get it away properly. Well, they can keep possession of it now. Danilo Pereira. Portugal looking dangerous. Ronaldo. Sanchez. This could square the game. Brilliantly blocked.
Well, Belgium aren't controlling the possession here, but when they have had it, they've looked so dangerous, particularly when they press high up the field, win the ball back in those areas, and then counter-attack quickly.
Ronaldo. On to Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. Oh, maybe the equaliser. And the block from Alderweireld. Well, an opportunity from the corner for Portugal to get right back into this match. Not increasing the pressure, another corner it is.
Well, these fans have had to be patient. Could this be the equaliser?
And a good take under duress there. Meunier. Good pressure. Can they make something of this? Down by a goal. This could be their final opportunity to snatch something. This could be the equaliser. But no, when your goalkeeper comes up with a save like that late in the game, you have cause to be thankful.
Well, that could be a key moment. They have to take those sort of chances. They won't get too many more, but let's credit the goalkeeper.
Well, fair play. He took on the shot, but he's not going to be happy with how it ended. And Renato Sanchez with it now. And with that, the attack fizzles out. And he's given us away. 5 minutes to go. Well, attacking possibilities. Dries Mertens. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. The press was on and it worked. Lukaku. Not a huge chunk of added time. 1 minute.
Well, I have to say, these fans have been excellent. They still believe they're going to get back into this.
Space and time for the cross. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's a penalty. The referee didn't hesitate. And are they going to be able to hang on to their lead? And the penalty is converted. A goal it is. And now he can exhale. And that is the whistle for the end of the 90.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, gravity pulls you straight down. Clear When you want to get off that darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear sky.
Fill me out with your smile. Now the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out with a flame. I will let you in this game. Take me out when I'm down. 'Cause with you I'm safe and sound. I'm safe and sound. I'm safe and sound. I'm safe and sound. I'm safe and sound. I'm safe and sound. I'm safe and sound. I'm safe and sound.
And now they get the ball rolling. And the starting lineup for West Ham United. The experienced Łukasz Fabianski stands between the posts. Issa Diop plays with Angelo Ogbonna in central defence. And the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition. Antonio! A goal in the early stages. Precisely what they had been planning. So Chelsea get things going again. How will they reply to that setback? Do they mean business on this occasion? Oh, super piece of play. And Pulisic has it. In it goes! To square the game! What a contest this is turning out to be! So the ball is rolling again at 1-1. Ashley.
Can the owner of the red sports car, that's a red sports car...
Excellent passing. And then the commentator's curse comes into play. Chilwell. Jorginho. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Suchek. Still pushing for that goal that would see them forge ahead. Getting in there to take it away. Antonio. And unable to keep possession. Jorginho. Lukaku. Effective challenge. Really good high press. A real struggle to contain him. And a fantastic diving save. It's a short one. Teammates in the middle. Oh, just the kind of save every goalkeeper would expect to make. Well, they have the ball once more. Must take the lead here. And he thwarted the attack with a masterful tackle. And now passing it through. Might be dangerous. Can they slot it home? Jorginho.
Well, you have to think they're going to take the lead at some point, because they're really looking dangerous at the moment.
Oh, a nice-looking pass. Can they stop it going in? Well, threat averted. Said Benrahma. Suchek. Went in strongly, decisively. Jorginho. Lukaku. They'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Underway then in the second half. And the two teams matching each other just about stride for stride. Absolutely spot on, and they keep the ball. Fornals. Well, offside. I rather think he was caught in two minds.
Well, he just needed to go elsewhere with his pass. He showed a complete lack of awareness there.
Benrahma. Well, Christian Pulisic really stamped his authority on the first 45. Sum it up for us.
Well, he stepped forward for his team with the equaliser. It could prove to be the key turning point in this contest, as they haven't been at their best today. You do feel they need to find another gear in the second half, though, if they are to go on and win it.
Antonio. Making progress. An alert piece of defending. Pulisic. Referees are rightly praised for giving advantage, but when there is no advantage, it has to be a free kick. Lukaku. Mount. A real defensive commitment there. We're into the final half hour. Promising looking attack from West Ham. Antonio. Excellent defending. Pablo Fornals. Can they take the lead? And able to close down the shots. Oh, he's given it away. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Lukaku might fancy it, you know. Not all that convincing defensively. And a very good challenge. Antonio. Fornals. Timely intervention. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Lukaku. Still passing it around with authority. Well, they were very patient, but they no longer have the ball.
Well, the West Ham fans can sense a winner coming here, but can they create one more big chance before the end?
Attacking possibilities for West Ham. Oh, the threat is there. Body on the line. Just 10 minutes remaining here. A danger here as he runs at them. The defender put in the challenge, and it... might be a red card.
United coming off the pitch, number 9, Mikel Antonio, to be replaced by number 7, Andriy Yarmolenko. Triple substitution for Chelsea. Coming off the pitch.
Oh, they've done it! They forged ahead, and it might be the goal that gives them victory. What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here?
Number 10, Christian Pulisic, to be replaced by number 22.
They are making headway, but really they need a goal with time not on their side. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. And you've got to keep the ball a bit better than that. Losing possession. Well, the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. Vladimir Koval. So the final whistle, and Chelsea take nothing at all.
Ain't back to you, ain't back to you, ain't back to you, ain't back to you, ain't back
cracking.
From the stadium that was the main venue for the 2012 Olympics here in the English capital, we're at the London Stadium. I'm Derek Ray on the commentary gantry, and sharing duties with me today, Stuart Robson. And looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League coming right up. It's West Ham United versus Everton.
Thanks, Derek. Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any football game. Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
Antonio. And it's with Tomasz Suchek. Said Benrahma. Can he take advantage? He's blocked it. Keane. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Well, he always has to be regarded as a dangerous opponent, so what should we expect to see from him in this game, Stuart?
Well, Derek, he's a great all-round player, but it's his ability to run in behind defenders that makes him such a threat. And when he gets 1v1 against the goalkeeper, he usually scores.
Skipping away. And can they make one of these passes count? Well, it was a good-looking sequence, but it comes to an end. Coleman. Gray. Useful looking ball. And it's in! 1-0. They breached the defence.
Number 27, Moise
Back in business then, and Everton with the advantage. Difficult to stop him. Ashley. Antonio. Well read to ease the pressure. Antonio. Oh, fancy footwork. And a goal to level this contest. All even.
number 22.
So back underway. 1 goal apiece here. Keane. Mason Holgate with it. Here is Digne. Might be able to get in behind the defence. And let's give credit to the defending. Antonio. Kufal on the ball. Still level here, but the pressure escalating. Can he put them in front? Couldn't grab hold of it. Well, they can bring it out now. Said Benrahma. Oh, terrific pass. Oh, goodness me, he's hit the post. Well, the keeper can breathe a big sigh of relief.
Well, he can. That was so unlucky. How close was that? Well, they need to be more positive with their passing. Make more runs in behind the defence. Create overloads in the wide areas. And then we may see an improvement in those stats.
Moise Keane. Great opportunity. Keeper did his job to begin with. And the whistle is sounded for half. Underway then in the second half. And the two teams matching each other just about stride for stride. Spot on with that tackle. Alan. It's with Doucouré. Moving the ball effectively, but then the one that fails to hit its target. Gray. Townsend. And here's Coleman. Well, he really read that brilliantly. Well, he's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Stuart?
Yes, Derek, he was a real nuisance in the first half. Scored his goal, made lots of good runs, and he could be the match winner in the second half, I think.
Antonio. Cross could be useful. Not all that convincing defensively. Ashley. And a chance for them to nudge in front. And pushed away to safety. Lucadinha. And on the ball, Keane. Holgate. Coleman. On the ball, Coleman. Gray. Fine tackle there to prevent the chance. Said Benrahma. Oh, lovely weighted ball. They might be in. It was a menacing attack, but tidied up. It needs an accurate cross. Splendid tackle, and a throw-in coming up. Said Benrahma. It's looking promising. And a touch off the defender last of all, so a corner.
Well, they haven't created too much lately, but the fans know this is a chance to take the lead here.
And he's dispatched the header! Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. Well, what can they do to stop him running at them? And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Fornals. Disappointing pass. Pablo Fornals. And the keeper has possession of it. Coleman. Mason Holgate with it. Alan. Well, shortly we'll hear the final whistle. The home side with the lead. Stuart, what have you made of this?
Well, they should have had this wrapped up long ago. Some of their football has been excellent, but they're going to need to be resilient in these final few minutes to get their much-deserved victory.
Now he must favour the cross. Lack of guile with regard to that cross. Goalkeeper's ball. Well, in terms of added time, a minimum of 1 minute. So there goes the final whistle, and this hasn't gone at all to... Excitement and drama in prospect tonight here at Stamford Bridge in West London. I'm Derek Ray, ready to bring you match commentary, and alongside me is Stuart Robson. And very much looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League. It is Chelsea facing Everton.
Well, thanks, Derek, as always. The scene is set, two good teams, a great playing surface and a vibrant atmosphere. It has all the...
Gray! Well, there's a keeper on song.
Well, how did he stop that? That's just unbelievable.
So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. And the danger's still on. Well, nothing untoward happened. And that, a piece of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again. Trying to pick out a teammate. Brilliantly blocked. Azpilicueta. Oh, he's given the ball away. Dangerous looking attack. A truly magnificent start. An early goal in the game. Just what they were hoping to produce. So Chelsea get things going again. How will they reply to that setback? Gray. Well, pressing really high. Mount. Went in strongly to win the ball. Moise Kean. Another successful intervention, winning the ball back. Gray. Lukaku. Pulisic. Chilwell. Making excellent progress with the ball at his feet. A very effective challenge put in. Coleman. It's with Doucouré. Promising looking ball. Really important piece of last-ditch defending. Lukaku. Wonderfully weighted pass. Can he keep his composure? Oh, we have just witnessed a special moment. Pure quality. So in business once more on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. Doucouré. It did look on for them, but not to be. Mount. Space on the flank. And can he find someone at the far post? Well, it all counts for naught. Townsend. Doucouré. Gray. He will be now. Everton moving the ball forward with purpose. And making sure nothing untoward happened following the cross. Look at Digne. Well, no stopping him. Coleman. Not away completely. What a vital intervention. Oh, it was a terrible looking challenge and a big decision for the official here. And the early shower, this is going to be a real test of their mettle.
Well, it's a straight red and rightly so. But how will they replace him? They've got to reorganise now.
Iwobi read it superbly to take back possession. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. All hands on deck. It certainly wasn't a clean tackle, and the referee has got to book him, I think. Well, it is a caution, and stay calm might be the instructions that should come from the manager.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. If they're not careful, they're going to lose another player fairly soon.
Chelsea's corner as they try to take the lead here.
Well, they haven't created too much lately, but the fans know this is a chance to take the lead here.
Oh, a moment of pure class! Had to catch it perfectly, and didn't he just? So into the second half, can Everton battle back after that first 45? Coleman. Townsend. Cross could be useful. The pressure is on, can he clear it away? This could be the equaliser. And the keeper has possession of it. Gray. Top-class defending. Oh, great defending. Throw-ins given. Well, a first-half performance that really was top-notch from Christian Pulisic. Sum up his performance for us.
Well, it's been an incredible performance from him. Clearly the difference between the two sides. Obviously the goals, but his movement too. He's causing the backline all sorts of headaches. He'll no doubt be desperate to grab the hat-trick now.
It is now with Jorginho. Lukaku! And the keeper nowhere to be found, not that he's complaining. Well, it's a tale of 4 goals in this match now. 3-1 it is. Well, at first glance, you would think a strong possibility of a red card. Let's see. And this ordering off could mean the end of their push today.
Well, there's no way back now. He's really let his teammates down here.
Not a good pass. Townsend. They do pass the ball with authority. I just couldn't play that decisive ball. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Can he make it count? And a good save.
Well, it is a good save. The idea was good, the execution wasn't.
Coleman. It's with Doucouré. Gray. Doucouré. On the ball, Andros Townsend. Alan. Gray.
Happy birthday to Alex O'Neill
Townsend.
celebrating today from all of your friends and family.
Gray. And slipped through beautifully. Not to be this time. And into the last 15 minutes of action. And the emphasis is on creativity. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. He went in so dangerously with that tackle. Now, the referee is the man everyone's looking at. And the early shower, this is going to be a real test of their mettle.
Well, it's a straight red and rightly so. But how will they replace him? They've got to reorganise now.
Mount. Lukaku. Now with Mount. Well, terrific defending to stop them progressing. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Do they have the guile to open up the defence? Plays it back. Oh, there it is! A lifeline in this game! And what a finale we could be in for here! Well, the action underway once more. And no shortage of entertainment. 3-2. Alan. Gray now. Doucouré. They're showing a willingness to attack, as they must, given the circumstances. Time running out. Not able to put it behind for what will be a corner here. It's a short one. An alert piece of defending. So there goes the final whistle. It is a defeat for Everton. Upton Park as opposed to this modern London stadium.
Well, actually picked up Player of the Year award in 1988 when playing for West Ham against Chelsea. It was a big day. We won the game 4-1 and Chelsea were relegated. So I've got good memories of the game. Hopefully that's the case again today.
Well, let's see what happens. And the starting lineup for West Ham United. Alphonse Areola begins in goal. Angelo Ogbonna plays with Issa Diop in central defence. And rather than use a strike partnership, they've gone with just the one player in attack. Here's the lineup for Chelsea. Edouard Mendy starts in goal. Azpilicueta starts with Ben Chilwell in the fullback positions. Christian Pulisic starts with Mason Mount on the flanks. And the main threat in attack today will likely be Romelu Lukaku. Well, they know they need to stop him. Ashley. Souček. Pablo Fornals with it. And it's with Tomasz Souček. Antonio tries to lift it. Well, it certainly was a bold attempt. Good to see him try his luck with the chip.
Well, it's a great attempt. Opts to lift it over the keeper. Just gets a little bit too much on it.
Great strong tackle. Throw in forthcoming. N'Golo Kanté. Committed challenge. Souček. Said Benrahma. Fornals. And it's with Tomasz Souček. Oh, good-looking run. And blocked for now. Went in strongly to win the ball. Pablo Fornals. Rudiger. Pulisic. Chilwell. Still pushing for the goal that would put them ahead, but not forcing it. Rather than a free kick, the referee spotted the infringement, and it will be a free kick in a position of genuine menace. Well, the free kick lacking just a little bit of guile. Ashley. Vladimir Koval. On the ball, Michail Antonio. Possession one. He made it look simple, really. They've regained possession. Chilwell.
Well, as you can see, it's been really tight, and neither side has taken enough risk going forward. Hopefully that will change soon, and then we might get some entertainment.
Kanté. Just knocking it around, looking to carve out a chance. Souček. And that was a very fine read. N'Golo Kanté. On to Jorginho. Lukaku. Oh, that's an interesting pass. And the keeper has possession of it. Well, the manager... So they get the ball rolling in the second half. Even Steven here. So little to choose between the sides. From one side of the pitch to the other. Benrahma. On the ball, Michail Antonio. Said Benrahma. Fornals. Jorginho. Azpilicueta now. Throw-ins given. Azpilicueta. Taking the ball infield, Lukaku. Space and time for the cross. And a corner coming up for Chelsea. Can they make good use of it? Just far too close to the goalkeeper. And it crossed the byline, a goal kick as a result. Ashley. Benrahma. Fornals. On the ball, Masuaku. Souček. He's lost it. Lukaku. Jorginho. Azpilicueta. Mount. Still pushing for that goal that would see them forge ahead. I think I spoke too soon. Wasn't the best of passes finally. Antonio. Pablo Fornals with it. Read it superbly to take back possession. Crossing possibilities. Pulisic. It's still alive. Conte. Now with Jorginho.
Well, they might be piling on the pressure, but they've got to make it count in those situations, that's for sure.
Well, the attack showed promise, but easy work for the keeper in the end. Ten minutes to go then. Conte. Committed challenge.
Well, time is running out to get this winner, but the fans certainly believe it's coming. Just listen to the noise. What a fantastic finish we could have here.
Still pushing for what could be a winner. Into the advanced position, and just failed to keep the ball in play that time. Let's just clarify the injury situation. Our man on the side of the pitch is Geoff Shreeves.
He landed really awkwardly on his shoulder there and is in some discomfort. But he's a tough cookie. I think he'll stay out there.
Cheers, Jeff. And Pulisic has it. And calling upon the goalkeeper to keep things even.
Well, he's got to be pleased with that. He might just have got his team a draw.
Ball is loose and thumped away. And that is the whistle for the end of the 90.
I'm breathing in. Hold tight, hold tight. Chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies. All because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies. Only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You
here in East London, in Stratford to be exact. We're at the London Stadium. My name is Derek Ray, excited to be bringing you match commentary. And alongside me, my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. I'm looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League coming right up. It's West Ham United facing Everton.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, pinning the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a really good game here.
Free kick awarded then by the referee. Well, the referee electing not to show him the yellow card, Stuart.
And I think it's the right decision. It is a foul, but it doesn't deserve a card.
Oh, what an exquisite goal! Absolute perfection! So Everton restart the game, well aware that the pressure has been applied. How will they respond? Well, with tackling like that, the onus is on the referee to take action potentially. And beating the defender. Antonio. Keeping it moved. Can they convert? And splendid goalkeeping.
Well, it's a decent attempt, but in the end, not enough. And as you say, good goalkeeping.
Can they trouble the opposition this time? And a good-looking ball. Well, the keeper wasn't fooled by it at all, in actual fact. Antonio. Promising-looking attack. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. Oh, he's lost possession. Richarlison. And they have possession again. Pablo Fornals. Can he convert? Body on the line. And West Ham pushing to add to their advantage from this corner. Keen to take it short here. A decisive clearance it was. Townsend. On the ball, Richarlison. Committed challenge. Defensive efficiency personified. Oh, good skill, and he's managed to beat his man. A chopping challenge, and the referee has got to have a big think about it. Souček. Marvellous tackle by Seamus Coleman. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Oh, good vision. And as a defender, you really have to concentrate to the maximum to bar the door, as he did then. Well, very close to half-time now, and it's a narrow lead for the home side. Stuart, how would you assess what you've seen?
Well, they've worked hard at...
Was it the denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity? If so, he's off. And a red card it is. Denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, as soon as he made the tackle, he knew the outcome. That's an easy decision for the referee.
And turned onto the woodwork.
Well, that save could be the turning point here, because they've been second best all over the pitch up to now.
Gray. And now Alan. Oh, a vital interception. And it's a really poor challenge. Now, what's the referee going to do about it? Moving forward effectively. Souček. Antonio. Cuts it back. Oh my goodness! He's caught that so well! A goal of the highest class! Fantastic technique! And back underway, no sugarcoating it. There was a big gulf between the sides in the first half. Will we see a response from Everton in the second? Gray. Doucouré. On the ball, Coleman. Can they find a gap in the defence? Coleman. And a goal kick is the outcome. Ashley. Antonio. Koufal on the ball. Benrahma. Chance to finish. He had to react and did. Doucouré. It's with Doucouré. Alan. Keane. It's with Alan. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, they have it again. Townsend. Could reduce the deficit. Oh, wonderful save.
Well, he reacts so quickly there. That's a great save.
And played short. That's a nice-looking ball. Well, the clearance half-hearted. Textbook closing down, and now they're on the attack. Something to worry about here. And it's in! This game very much back on as a contest.
Damari Gray.
So on with the match. 2-1 is the scoreline. What's going to happen next? Luca Digne. On the ball, Richarlison. Digne. Poor pass under no real pressure. This might be ideal for the counter. Giving the ball away. Keane. On the ball, Richarlison. Alan. Doucouré. Gray. No problems grabbing hold of that one. Oh, I think he'll be kicking himself. Ruled offside.
Well, his instinct should have told him he was offside there. He has to be more alert in the box.
And a chance for him on the flank. Can he finish this? Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Can they hit on the break? Defenders need to cover. Space and time for the cross. Well, he failed to get it away properly. Ashley. Said Benrahma. A very good tackle. Five minutes to go. Alan. And on the ball, Keane. Luca Digne. On the ball, Richarlison. And here they come, still pressing for an equaliser. And the cross into the middle. But keeper's ball. They'll be disappointed with that delivery. The referee has decided there will be just 1 minute of added time. And there goes the final whistle. No cause for...
sunshine brings the light. Fill me up with a flame. I need you in this game. Take me out when I'm down. 'Cause with you I'm safe and sound. Safe and sound. Safe and sound. Safe and sound. Safe and sound. Safe and sound. Safe and sound. Safe and sound. Safe and sound. Break that beat.
Facing Everton.
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us before kick-off, earn the right to play. If you can win your individual battles, outrun your opponent, eventually you'll get the space to show your ability. I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today.
Here's the lineup for Chelsea. Edouard Mendy stands between the posts. Azpilicueta plays with Ben Chilwell in the fullback positions. Mason Mount starts with Christian Pulisic out wide. And leading the attack today is Romelu Lukaku. Attacking possibilities for Chelsea. Jorginho. And how well the keeper did.
Well, that's just exceptional. He reacted so quickly there.
And now the delivery. What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick. And here's how Everton line up. Jordan Pickford stands between the posts. Seamus Coleman starts with Luca Digne in the fullback positions. Abdoulaye Doucouré plays alongside Alan in central midfield. And they line up with just the one striker looking to do a bit of damage. Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change.
Calvert-Lewin, number 7.
Jorginho.
And number 16, Abdoulaye Doucouré.
And he read it well.
Number 27, Moise Kean.
Well, he really is danger personified, but in this game, Stuart, what do you think we might see from him?
Well, he's the most creative
Oh, the
player.
chance is on, Stuart! And a goal! Now they have their opener, and now they can celebrate!
Damari Gray.
So back playing once more, and it's Everton with the lead. And they continue to advance, and a lot of options here. Really good reading of the game to win possession back. Mount. Romelu Lukaku now. Free kick to Chelsea. He's played it short here. Mount. Now with Jorginho. Well, not great on the accuracy front. Goal kick here. N'Golo Kanté. An unforced error, you've got to say. Keane. Good movement. And a goal kick will be next. A glorious chance. Oh, tremendous block. Given away by Chelsea.
Well, Everton haven't bossed the possession, as you can see, but they've certainly shown an ability to counter-attack when they win it back. I expect more of the same. I think it's been a really good performance from them so far.
Gray. Deserves credit for winning the ball back. Promising looking attack from Everton. And it's Tom Davies. A sloppy pass. Is this the moment? Tenacious tackling, excellent defending there. And there the attack ends for now. Well, Chelsea unable to retain possession. Surely! Really good diving save. Delivering it. Well, not at all problematic for the goalkeeper. Townsend. Alert defending. And the first 45 minutes have come. Well, the action underway again. Chelsea trailing going into the second half. Can they come up with the right response? Jorginho. Conte. Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent. This man will get most of the plaudits for his contribution up to this point, Stuart. I think the referee was spot on there. A free kick in the end after he had attempted to play advantage. Well, no card, but the referee making it clear next time there will be one shown. Well, they've lost the ball. Tom Davies. And now passing it through. Well, not a great cross, making the goalkeeper's job rather easy.
This is a message for Alex O'Neill.
And that is offside.
Return to your vehicle with the lights are on.
An alert intervention. And into the last 30 minutes now. Really poor timing, and some will argue that he was asking for a yellow card. Well, it was apparently a bookable offence.
Well, no debate over that one. It's a yellow card all day long.
Breaking at pace. They've regained possession. Delightful pass. Alan. Tom Davies. And Everton unable to retain possession. Lukaku. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Into the final 20 minutes. Holgate. On the ball, Davis. Gray. Safe pair of hands, did his job.
Well, what support these Chelsea fans are giving the team, but time isn't on their side. They need a goal quickly.
Good tackle, it'll be a throw. He's managed to lose his marker. Well, danger averted thanks to his teammate. Well, not long to go now. Chelsea still with work ahead of them, Stuart.
Well, it's been tight, but they've lacked a cutting edge. They've done well at the back and in midfield, but the final pass, the shot or cross have lacked that bit of quality. Can they find that missing link in these final few minutes?
Wonderful chance! Well, that surely would have put this game to bed.
Well, definitely. That would have won the game for them. That's a bad miss.
The Chelsea move still flowing. Advantage to them. He's got the right idea with that pass. Oh, and that challenge carried with it quite the element of risk. Now, what's the referee going to do next? Well, when you endanger the safety of your opponent with a challenge, you're going to be sent off. It's that simple.
Yeah, what was he thinking? That's a definite red card. The referee had no option.
Coleman. On the ball, Andros Townsend. Tom Davis. Excellent defending. Well, the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. So the final whistle, and Chelsea take nothing at all. Ball with the floodlights beaming down. I'm Derek Ray, and with me here on the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. It is Slavia Prague, and they face Sparta Prague.
Yes, thanks as always, Derek. We've got two good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
Polish. Could be. Well, I think it's fair to say he got underneath that just a little bit. And very deftly cut out. Nikolai Stanciu. It's with Masopust. Ba. And it was pretty straightforward for the goalkeeper. Klojek. Ladislav Krejci. Beautifully weighted ball. Attending to his defensive chores. And that's a corner. And taken short. Strong but fair tackle. Well, he likes to run at them. Oh, magnificent reaction. And there's the delivery. And the keeper put to the test, but he comes through it.
Well, he's so sharp, isn't he? Great first save and then the recovery.
Krejci. Carlson. And unable to keep possession. Still on level terms, moving the ball nicely. Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Klojek. Ladislav Krejci. Can they get in behind them? And it might be. And still danger here. This looks interesting. Promising looking attack. And the cross is very much on. Well cleared away. A chance to nudge in front. Corner kick here.
Well, just listen to these fans. They're urging their team to score here and take the lead.
Well, the pass not finding its target. Well, far from the ideal pass, you've got to say. Very quick thinking there. A good effective pressure high up the pitch. And taking it away. Useful looking position, you've got to say. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. The first half here comes to an end. And so the second half gets underway. Almost a case of the two teams saying to each other, whatever you can do, I can do just as well. Now, brilliant work to keep that one in play. Just knocking it around, looking to carve out a chance. Could be threatening. Spot on with that tackle. Ladislav Krejci. It looks promising. Looking for the angle. A goal! They've opened the scoring in the derby, and I'll tell you what, you can hear a pin drop in here. Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Could be dangerous. This could square the game. Tenacious tackling, excellent defending there. Krejci. Perfect challenge. And we have 30 minutes to go. And the counter looks on here, options available. And pulled back. Oh, it looked as though he might beat the keeper, but he was beaten by the post. Goal kick. And really pressing their opponents. Well, no luck keeping possession. The attack continues, they're making considerable progress. Well, the bar can be the goalkeeper's best friend.
Well, had that gone in, they would be in complete control of this game. As it is, they're still going to be a bit nervy.
Showing patience, looking for the equaliser. And will it be the leveller? Oh, tremendous block. It might be on for them. Perfect tackle. And he read it well defensively. Unable to keep the ball that time. This looks promising. Unable to keep the ball. Ten minutes to go then. On the attack in the closing phase. And a decent delivery. And a no-nonsense clearance. It's opening up for them. And in with a real chance. Oh, goodness me, off the post. Good work to win the ball back high up the pitch. And failed to keep himself onside, unfortunately. Klojek. And taking it away. And we will have just one additional minute. Really good high press. And so the final whistle here. The visitors come out on top, Stuart. Polish.